wrong about me, my body. It was all wrong. It just wasn't me.
Leila Khan, how do you introduce yourself to our viewers?
I'm a young, energetic and passionate filmmaker visiting, obviously, the region. And I'm here basically to promote an agenda for change via my short film, Before I Was Me.
Why did you choose this topic for your movie?
I was just reading up on psychology sort of one evening, and I sort of came across this mental disorder. It is known as a mental disorder, which is otherwise known as gender identity disorder, where the person feels uncomfortable with their assigned gender.
Don't you think that you are dealing with a taboo in the Arab world?
It's one taboo that needs to be broken, and therefore that's the reason why I'm here with this film. I thought that because in this region it's still very much of a problem. There is still, I mean, we're in the 21st century, but there is still there isn't any acceptance. By bringing this film here, maybe it might get people sort of thinking. I know that one film will definitely not eliminate, or get rid of such attitudes towards transsexuals.
What is the main message of the movie?
That is the simple message that I want to drive home, with this film, and also to the viewers, to your viewers, is that one should try to understand what makes the person what they are before we judge them. I think as human beings, we're very, very quick to judge about anything. And I just felt that it was my rightful duty as a filmmaker to give you another side, to a story. I think to every argument or to every story there is another side, and we don't often see that. Hence our, the way we react to a certain thing is limited. I guess the fact is that we all kind of live with preconceived notions. And if we see anything that is not normal, we just don't want to understand. We just don't want to understand. Every individual has a right to be the way they want to be.
Hey, look at that sister!
Well, look who it is. It's Charlie, the pansy of the playground. Charlie's the pansy. He likes to play with girls.
Pansy! 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 Pansy!
His experiences during childhood, one of the factors which I depicted in my film was the fact that there was... Yes, there was the fact that the separation of the mum and the dad, and the fact that he was a boy, there was no male presence in the house. Therefore, there was no one there to promote masculinity.
I'm leaving!
With transsexuality, it is more of a mind, it's a mind cycle, and it's where the person feels that their true identity is of a man or a woman, but then they go, I mean, some actually go the whole hog, they change everything about themselves. They feel trapped within themselves. It's a very, very intense feeling. Understanding why he is the way he is, why this character is the way he is, and why he makes the choices he does about his sexuality. I mean, at the end of the film, he decides to sort of undergo and have that sex change.
Do you feel in your mind you're doing the right thing? Yes. Yes, it's the way I need to go. I've never been comfortable with my assigned gender, and it's the only way to be perceived correctly by others.
I think by creating awareness, I think if someone was to come across something like this, they would maybe understand, rather than sort of judging them quickly and disregarding them and saying, oh, well, it's not acceptable, we won't accept them. Having not so much knowledge about transsexuals, we would obviously believe that it's just a state of mind. It's an illness that needs to be treated.
There are times when I ask myself, where and how did I fail as a mother?
we should just try to understand, you know, that obviously a lot of what we are today is very much dependent on how we've been brought up as children, our experiences during childhood. What makes us what we are today there is always a driving force behind anything we do.